Howard, they call this a pre-season warm-up game, but it's almost as though you've won the FA Cup, the League, the World Cup, all rolled into one.
It means so much, really, to our supporters that we got a successful result today. The boys have played really well. It was a competitive game, and I'm delighted we got the result.
You seem fitter than Liverpool at this stage.
Well, we've come to a peak too early, I hope not. Well, we had a good pre-season. The lads are sharp. I wouldn't say if you've got the ball and you're playing well, I think you always look the sharper side. But we played particularly well today, I felt.
What do you think this will mean to Everton going into the new season now that you've got one up at last over Liverpool?
Well, it means it'll be a confidence booster for next week. I mean, we're going into the first game against Tottenham at home with the Charity Shield as well as the FA Cup. It means a lot of confidence, really, for the players. I mean, they must be cocked up at the moment. I've got a problem. I've got to select a side for next week.
And for your supporters, I saw some of them as I was walking around the outside of the stadium with 5 minutes to go, praying for the final whistle. It means so much.
That was me, I think. Yes, it does mean a lot to them, especially beating Liverpool. You know, we say before the match that it's not that important. It is now, though.
John Bailey and Peter Reid, obviously a very, very proud moment for you both and for Everton Football Club.
Yeah, not only especially winning the Charity Shield, but beating the big enemy, Liverpool. Nice place to beat them as well, 1-0, and fantastic day. Supporters have enjoyed themselves, and especially those 2 v Scouts, it's a great day.
Peter?
Yeah, obviously, great day for Merseyside again. Good curtain raiser for this season. It was a quick game under very difficult conditions. It was very warm out there. The goal was very, very lucky, but that's what's going to win games between us two now. I mean, I think Suey's in the league in the Milk Cup last year was a one-off. He hit it with his left peg, went in the corner. And I don't know what happened with that one. I think it took 10 ricochet's, didn't it?
Off Alan Hansen, off Bruce and in. Yeah.
They're the best ones, though. Nah, I mean, it was going to take a goal like that to separate us. And thankfully, we got it.
We've got one over on the old enemy, and that's how we can build it. Notice Greaves as we were running around, and he had a smile on his face anyway.
He was supporting Everton.
Yeah, we keeps that blue and white rosette on. I don't know where Saint is, we couldn't see him, he must be hiding somewhere.
No, he wasn't hiding. He's here, John.
I'll tell you where I was. I was in the toilet. I wasn't feeling too well, John.
I tell you what, he also had to run the gauntlet of a whole lot of Everton fans coming away, and he wasn't best pleased with that either.
It must have been marvellous. Lovely.
But they do look a side of some substance now, don't they, Everton?
It really was a very good performance by them, Brian. Obviously, it was the sort of start that they would have been looking for. They were very solid at the back. Very well-organised midfield, I thought. Paul Bracewell fitting in well when you consider it was
That was interesting, wasn't it, with he and Peter Reid now?
Yes, they did play very well together. And up front, I thought Adrian Heath and Sharp were very good. They were lively. Heath, to me, played extremely well. And, of course, they were even, at times, allowed to play a little bit of keep ball. And I think we've got a bit of this coming up.
Right near the end, wasn't it? That must have been galling for Liverpool, I think.
It must have been. Well, I know that you're going to enjoy this, Saint. Listen to
Well, I mean, Liverpool have done this over the years, Jimmy, to Everton as well as other teams, and they've got
It's very nice to see somebody else do it, isn't it? You know, it's...
and they did it well, Everton, didn't they?
They did do it very well. You were very pleased about it. I know you were.
Well, listen, it is the Charity Shield. And you can't get any more charitable than your goalkeeper scoring a goal for your neighbours, can you?
That's absolutely true, sir.
But through gritted teeth, you've got to give a certain credit to Everton, haven't you?
They were the best team, Brian. Everton today were the best team, without a shadow of a doubt. They played better as a team. Individually, they had better players as well.
God, that hurt.
But what about Liverpool, though? Their manager, Joe Fagan, was certainly critical of their performance when he spoke to Martin Tyler.
Very dejected, actually. I feel today it's the first time, and I don't want to be too harsh, but the first time that we really didn't compete from a Liverpool side, and that was the annoying part. Everton were the far the better team, make no mistake about that. They deserve to win.
But it is harsh to say about your team that they didn't compete.
Yes,
strong words.
Yes, oh yes, very strong words. And as I say, I'm not one that puts my feelings out on TV. Only today, it has to be exposed today because it's one of the few things that we never say that Liverpool don't compete, but we did not in various departments.
Could you put your finger now, in retrospect, on why they didn't compete?
No, not really, no. This is one of the strange things. We did have a word with them at half time, but, you know, it's a funny feeling. You sense it, that Everton were on top most of the time, and we seem to not be able to combat it at all. But it's very hard to put your finger on why it happened today.
One reason perhaps could be that you have lost a leader in Graham Souness as well as a considerable player.
He's gone, yeah, no, he's gone. He's gone. Forget about it. I forget about him. It's no use going back. You can't go back. You never can. But as I say, in retrospect, I don't think my two midfield men that I felt might do the job, Walk and Nickel, really did it properly. But again, what a day to do it on, because it's next week that the league starts, and we've got a week at least to put things right.
Well, Joe, in surprisingly critical mood there, Ian. As a former Liverpool player yourself, do you share that view that they didn't compete?
Well, they were a bit lethargic, I thought, throughout the game. But, I mean, Joe's saying there about looking forward, forget about Graham Souness and look forward. And I think everybody on Merseyside really are looking at that centre midfield position and saying who's going to fill that position. And today he tried Wark and Nickel, both of them there, and really it didn't come off. And I don't think that both those players can play that position. John Wark, for me, is as good as Brian Robson at getting forward. One of the best players in the game at getting from midfield forward into the opponent's box, and he did it today on 2 or 3 occasions. There he is, just crossing the halfway line at the bottom of your picture there.
Number 11.
That's him. Now, he starts a lot of his runs from the centre circle, and when the play is building up on the flanks, John makes his way in there, and you'll see him arriving. There he's making his run there. John Bailey gives him a little push there that the referee didn't see, but he makes his runs in there. And, you know, and as I say, I feel he's one of the best in the game. Here he is, right on the centre spot now, making another great run. A super ball through by Ronnie Whelan, and he's clear. Now, he times his runs perfectly, and again, John Bailey came over again, and...
I suppose you didn't say it was a foul.
No, it was outside the box, so that wasn't a slight clash. But, you know, that kind of only did it a couple of times in the game, and I think if you say to John Watt, staying as a central midfield player, then you're taking away from his strengths.
I can understand Joe saying, forget about Graham, because that is the past, but the gap has still got to be filled, and if Walker and Nickel aren't going to do it,
well,
who will?
I mean, Kenny Dalglish was brought back in the second half when Samuel Lee went off. I think Kenny could play there. I mean, I think Kenny has now got to the stage where we all get to, where we don't fancy it up the front. It gets too hard for us, but he's got the brain and he's got the football ability to play in that position. And I think, given a run at it, I don't see any reason why Kenny Dalglish can't play the position.
Also on the bench, of course, is the Dane Jan Molbu, who's playing in a friendly on Monday.
Yeah.
Now,
well,
might he be?
Well, Joe has said he'll have a look at him on Monday and see what he thinks. If the boy impresses, then, you know, I would say that they might sign him.
I mean, in a few seconds, were you disheartened as a Liverpool fan by what you saw?
Well, I was disheartened, but last year at the same game, Charity Shield, Manchester United beat them 2-1. Everybody said, it's no go, Joe. Hard luck, and he won 3 trophies. So.
You never write him off, do you? But, of course, after all is said and done as well, the match was decided only by a freak goal, an own goal, by the Liverpool goalkeeper, Bruce Grobbelaar. An extraordinary goal. I mean, we see many like this at Wembley. I thought there is a sure certainty that Graham Sharp was going to score. In fact, Grobbelaar gets a hand to it and saves it well. That one is saved. Hansen saves that one, but look at that, straight to Bruce.
All I remember was when Sharp caught it down on his chest, turned, and he played one-on-one against me, and he feinted to go in on the outside of me and went inside. I happened to get onto my left hand getting down, and I blocked the shot, the first shot, where I didn't know where the ball went, and all of a sudden I saw the ball bounce right for him, and he had another shot at goal, but this time it hit Alan Hansen, and then I think it was Alan Kennedy who swung a foot at it, and it went straight to me and hit my foot and went in. So it was one of those pinball alleys one.
We noticed you looking up at the scoreboard, which registered Grobbelaar own goal, in almost disbelief.
No, well, maybe I'm the first one at Wembley first goalkeeper at Wembley to score a goal, an own goal, with my foot, that is. Yeah.
It's been an eventful few days for you, with a new arrival in the Grobbelaar family.
Oh yes, baby daughter. Not a small one either, a big one. 9-pounder, nearly 10-pounder.
Well, maybe as she gets older that you might play her back the replay of the goal you scored at Wembley.
Possibly. She might like that. She might tell me what I've done wrong.
Bruce obviously proud of his little daughter Tali there. He is an extraordinary goalkeeper though, isn't he? I mean, he had 3 marvellous saves, and that could only happen to him.
He's a character.
Yeah.
I mean, he started the game by running out on the edge of the box in the first couple of minutes, put the frighteners up everybody, and then went on to, I thought, make 3 or 4 really marvellous saves and kept Liverpool in the game.
How do you rate him, Jimmy?
Well, like Ian, he frightens you, doesn't he? But he always turns in good performances. As for the goal, I mean, well, he slotted it in marvellously, I thought.
And he did make that marvellous save against Adrian Heath, didn't he?
Yes, he did,
I mean, that was
indeed.
A stupendous bit of keeping.
Yes, he did, because Adrian Heath knew what he was doing here, actually. I think he spotted Brucey off his line, as is Bruce's want, and tried to put in a good shot, which he actually did, and it was a really first-class save by Bruce.
So Liverpool, you never write off. Everton, you have great respect for. I mean, in the last few seconds, who are the other sides very quickly that you're looking for now? I'm springing this on you.
Well, I suppose we've got to look at Manchester United, the Arsenal, and...
Tottenham, I have seen Tottenham, Brian, in the last couple of days.
And watch on the ball next Saturday for further developments.
Yeah.
But are you optimistic about the season coming up? If we could just get the fans right?
That, today, again, is a great advert for the game. Anybody watching that and looking how the fans have enjoyed it, how the players have enjoyed it, they've got to say that's the way football should be going this season, and please God that they follow the trend.
It's a great advert for the game.
Indeed. Ian and James, thanks very much indeed. That's it for this week. Next week, of course, the start of the league programme, as we say, and that's the return of the big match next Sunday afternoon. This weekend, though, it's Everton's, thanks to that bizarre own goal by Bruce Grobbelaar that brought such joy to the men in blue. Good night.